It'll come right now, 1 minute. Vijay, what led to the making of Comicstaan as an Amazon original series?
Is this a serious question?
It's a serious question, but please be funny as much as you guys want to.
I think it was absolutely awesome. I have to admit that, you know, we started the spirit of partnership and we ended up with a family. So I don't think there's any better way to start.
Before, what about the show that you shot for Comicstaan? Did that add more complexity than the 14 specials that you have been a part of before this?
I think from a production point of view, shooting with a live audience honestly is always a nightmare. But like I have learned over the years, thanks to you guys, that it's absolutely essential for the artist performing, and which is why we insisted on not getting a paid audience, but getting a ticketed audience. So these were actual comedy fans out there to watch people perform. I think one of the best things that happened was that we had some people that were constantly coming for every episode shoot. And that was great. I mean, the contestants already have fans. And lastly, I have to thank these guys because the 1 or 2 times when we had technical glitches, they all took over and ensured that the audience wasn't bored and entertained them throughout, playing games and performing, and I think it was great.
First time you guys were on the other side of the table, you know, judging the contestants, and how did you feel, Biswa?
It was I felt very insecure because they were so good. I felt inadequate judging comedians. Yeah, it was overall, I felt like I grew as a human being through the process.
You were part of the show as a judge, and I know how tough it is to judge people, especially on their craft in comedy. What made you take that decision and say yes to this particular show?
Because when I got asked to do the show, I realized I had a real passion for press conferences. So I said, will there be a press conference? They said yes. Then I said, I'm doing it. As long as there's a press conference. In all seriousness, it's honestly, it sounds like a bullshit answer, but it's such a good platform for upcoming talent, which I feel like when I was starting out, I wouldn't have made the show as a contestant. And it's a good platform for them to be seen and to develop fans on their own, because the kind of audience that Prime gets and the kind of legitimacy that's attached to the platform, I think not only just winning, just being a part of the competition will benefit the comedians in profound ways. This is all not including our awesome mentoring, by the way. Also, the pay is pretty good, so yes.
I think the most unique thing is that it wasn't there when I needed it. It would have been a great help to my career, but it came late and they called us, and I think initially when I went in, I thought it's like, oh, you just have to judge, and that's really easy to tell someone they're not funny. But what actually, the thing that really connected me was you get to mentor them. So no matter what a heartless person you are, you get attached to the comedians, and you kind of like give them access to a job. I did alternate comedy, so give them access to a field that they thought they couldn't do. Some people couldn't even like wear clothes and fold bed sheets, and now
it was awkward.
Now they're all independent.
That's all. They are all clothed because Kenny taught them.
So the mentoring
you heard
thing
it first by Kenny.
Yeah, the mentoring thing is the coolest aspect of the show.
Man, there are so many. I know I did topical with them because topical comedy is about what's going on in the news, and I'm often on it, so I was naturally the perfect person to do it. But it's topical, observational, improv, sketch, storytelling, anecdotal. What else? Have I missed some?
Alternative.
Alt comedy was there. Mystery round. There was one mystery round.
Oh.
Arey beta, ek to googly zaruri. So yeah, these were the many different types of comedy that we mentored the contestants in. It was lots of fun. The process was, I was just like, Navjot Singh Sidhu, बहुत मजा किया 10 साल, because it's a good gig. Thank you.